In the glittering court of the Ottoman Empire, behind silk curtains and golden domes, a deadly game of power, betrayal and blood unfolded. At the heart of this tale, a slave girl who rose to become an empress, and a prince destined for the throne, whose fate was sealed not by war but by whispers. This is the story of Hürrem Sultan and Qazaid Mustafa, a mother's ambition, a father's betrayal, and a prince's tragic fall. Around the year 1520, a young Ruthenian girl named Alexandra Lisovska was captured by Crimean Tatars and sold into slavery. She was brought to the imperial harem of Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent. But Alexandra was no ordinary concubine. She was clever, educated, and ruthlessly ambitious. The Sultan renamed her Hürrem, meaning the cheerful one, but behind that smile was a woman who would change the empire forever. Suleiman became obsessed with Hürrem. Unlike any other woman before, she broke tradition and became his legal wife, an outrageous move in Ottoman court. Hürrem bore him several children, including Selim, the future sultan. But there was a threat. Qazaid Mustafa, Suleiman's firstborn son from another concubine, Mahidevran. Mustafa was everything a crown prince should be: brave, popular, and beloved by the army. And to Hürrem, he was a danger. As years passed, Hürrem and her closest ally, the Grand Vizier Rustam Pasha, her son-in-law, began weaving a web of accusations and political manipulation. They portrayed Mustafa as a rebellious son, hungry for power, someone who might rise against his father. Letters, possibly forged or planted, were found, allegedly proving Mustafa's secret correspondence with the Shah of Persia, Suleiman's sworn enemy. Whether real or fabricated, the evidence pushed the Sultan to a fateful decision. In 1553, during a military campaign in Persia, Sultan Suleiman summoned Mustafa to his tent. The prince entered, unaware that his death had already been decided. As he bowed before his father, Suleiman gave the silent order. Mustafa was strangled by the Sultan's deaf-mute executioners with a silk bowstring, a death reserved for royalty. He died struggling, betrayed, and disbelieving. His soldiers, once ready to die for him, wept as his lifeless body was carried away. Mustafa's death shook the empire. Riots broke out in Anatolia, and Mahidevran, his mother, was left heartbroken, living in poverty until her death. Hürrem's son, Selim, later became sultan. But he was no Mustafa. He was known as Selim the Drunkard, and under his rule, the empire slowly began to decline. Some say Hürrem won, but at what cost? In the palaces of power, love and loyalty rarely survive ambition. Was Hürrem a brilliant strategist protecting her children, or a cold, calculating killer of an innocent prince? And did Suleiman execute a traitor, or murder the son who loved him most? In the shadows of empire, truth is often the first casualty. If you like this dark tale from history, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more royal betrayals, forgotten queens, and deadly dynasties. Let me know who I should cover next.